Okay, friends, today we're going to learn how to divide a word that has more than one vowel sound in it. Before we start, let's talk about the type of syllables that we know. We know that if we see a vowel with a consonant after it, that vowel will say its short sound. If we see a vowel that's open and stressed, it will say its long sound. An example with this would be like in the word hat. It has a consonant, hat, has a consonant after it, so we know it says a short sound. Like in the word he, the vowel is at the end of the syllable, so you get to say it nice and long. Okay. Now, if I were to say my name, Sarah, how many times does my mouth open? Sarah, it opens twice, so that means that I have two vowel sounds in my word. Where do I break the word? Sarah, right? Sarah, or I should have said that wrong. Sarah. So I break it before the R in that word, so I have actually two syllables in that word. So for every syllable in a word, we have one vowel sound. All right. Now, English words that come to us originally from the English language oftentimes have two syllables in them. And we have a special way we look at them to be able to decide how we break the word. So let me write a word on the board. N, A, P, K, I, N. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do when I look at this word is I'm going to look to see if I have any suffixes on the end of this word. Do you see any suffixes I can take off the end of this word? No, there are no suffixes on the end of the word. Are there any vowel digraphs like OO or EE? No, there's nothing in this word but just single vowels. Okay, the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to identify my vowels. So tell me the names of the two vowels that you see in this word. Yes, the letter A and the letter I. Those are my two vowels. So my second step is to identify my vowels, and then I look to see how many consonants are between my vowels. I have two consonants between my vowels, and I'm going to mark them by putting a capital C under each of those consonants. So here I go. Now this is the most common pattern will see in English words. It is a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. Vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. All right? My second step, or my third step rather, is now to break this word into syllables. I have to separate this vowel from that vowel. And in English words, when you see two consonants between the vowels, you will usually break it between the consonants. So I'm going to draw a line between those two consonants. My next step is to look at each syllable and decide how to code my vowel. So what pattern do you see? Do you see this one or do you see this one? Yes, it's this pattern. It's a closed syllable. So I'm going to code it with a breathe. Let's look at the second syllable in this word. Which pattern is it? Is it this one or is it this one? Yes, it's this one. So I'm going to code it with a breathe. All right, now that I've done my third step, my fourth step is to decide which syllable is said louder, longer, higher. That's the stressed syllable. Which one of these is stressed? So let's read the word. Nap, 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 napkin, napkin. Okay, so the first syllable in this word is said louder, longer, higher. Now I'm going to tell you that in most English words, the stress will be in the first syllable. Once we start getting into words that come from other languages, that becomes a little different. But for English words, we mostly break it between the consonant, and the first syllable is said louder, longer, higher. Okay. The fifth step, once we've done all of the things above here, is we've decided if there were any suffixes, any special patterns that needed to be coded. We broke the word according to the pattern we see in the vowels. We divided it between the consonants. We decided which syllable was stressed. Oh, I'm sorry, I left a step out. I left out my coding and then the stress. And then the sixth step is to read the word. Okay, let's do another word, and I will let you help me figure this out. So, C-O-M-B-A-T. Okay, any easy coding. No suffixes on the end, no special thing that we need to know here. Some of you might need to code this because it says a k, might need to code it with a K back, but you're not required to. Okay? All right, so let's look at this. Do I have any vowels here? Yes, I have one here, and I have one here. Do I have consonants between my vowels? Yes, I have two of them. 1, 2. Okay? Now I look to see where I'm going to divide the word. I have this pattern of a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, so I'm going to break it between the two consonants. Now I'm going to code my vowels. So I can see that this is a vowel in a closed syllable, so I'm going to code it with a breathe. I can see this is a vowel in a closed syllable. I'm going to code it with a breathe. Now I'm going to decide which syllable is stressed. Okay? I'm going to tell you that, as I said, in most English words, is stressed in the first syllable, and the second syllable is unstressed. So let's read this. Combat. Combat. So our pattern is a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. We break it between the two consonants, and the first vowel is stressed. Our first step is always to look to see if there's anything special we need to code. And then we divide the word by putting, or I should say, identify our vowels, and then identify which consonants come between the vowels. Then we divide it between the two consonants. We're going to code our vowels. We're going to decide which syllable is stressed, and then we read the word.